Hello everyone, I am Tacet, and today is day 2 of the Guild Wars, the Brown Day. We did end up winning, so in our mail we have this whole thing, haven't even opened it yet, Daily Guild Wars Victory. Your guild won the day yesterday, so have some guild seals along with 100% EXP bonus, so they did end up raising it then from 50% to 100%. It's kind of decent because it does make it slightly more worth it, but there's our 50 guild seals. There's 100% extra bonus. It's already applied to us, even though we're just opening the mail now. It only runs for 24 hours, of course. The seals you do get to keep, though, and that gets added to your total. And there we go. And you can see right there from the XP right there. I'll move it over to the black so you can see it better. We are getting an additional 100%, so we're getting 3.8 times EXP today. This isn't exactly particularly good if you're a lower level, as of course you do want to stay a pretty low level when you're first starting off. But if you're above level 200, 300, it'll be pretty good to farming up to level 500 if you want, in order to get the nice mythic border around your card. And it would also be good for farming up to level 1000 if you just wanted to be over 1000 for whatever reason, or to go even further than that if you really wanted to. So that's basically what that will help. And of course we just get the little bit of extra seals added to our pile of seals here. So that's pretty nice. We'll go into the guild battles now and see what we are up against for the day. I believe it is VN Forever, the guild that we are up against. Yes, it is. They are currently higher than us, so I'm pretty sure we have a lot of people who haven't done their battles yet. Yeah, we've only done about 2/3 of our guild so far has actually participated. As far as current results, I believe there was only 2 people in my guild who has absolute flawless right now. There's a lot of people who are really close, who only lost like 1 troop. But absolute flawless so far is Burlos and JZG, so they're doing pretty good. Of course, everyone else is also doing relatively well, and a lot of these people who aren't like completely flawless still have the perfect win streak. They just may have lost a couple troops here and there, particularly on the higher pointed battles. And currently, overall, we're number 2 in the entire game. Possibly number 3. I don't know how well Anonymous is going to be doing next few days. VN Forever is trying to catch up as well. But Intram's the main target to try to pass. I don't know for sure if we'll be able to do it. If not, we should at least hopefully maintain number 2. But yeah, Intram with their number 2 trophy slot. There's the person with the number 2 trophies and the number 1 trophies right on either side of us. And of course, that's just a daily bonus each day. And the main rewards we're competing for with these particular rankings here are mainly all these nice ones at the top. Particularly these top 3 is likely where we're going to be placing, all of which are excessively good value. As far as all the lower ones, I don't know if they'll ever add anything to give more incentive, because regardless of the ranking you really get, it'll kind of just pay out the same reward. So the only real incentive would be to win daily, essentially. But anyways, let's finally get into our battles. I do have a couple of different teams. A lot of people seem to be losing some troops, so I do want to play it a little bit towards the safer side. So I did get a couple of safer teams in case whatever we are up against is a little bit harder. Why am I under this tab? And let's go do our 5 battles and see how those pan out. So Jack Bayer, okay, he's just using a dated a Bone Dragon team like this, and I do have a counter for this. This is the main team that I want to use: Honor, Emperor Korvash, Guards Avatar, and the Setite Warrior. But we do have a backup plan here, and it is a Behemoth first lot. Behemoth, Alchemist, Famine, and Guards Avatar. The only thing I could see going wrong here is if his Bone Dragon can get his mana up pretty quick, but this should be pretty safe. We have the Behemoth first lot for the Impervious. We have the Alchemist for the quick mana into our Famine, and then we could just keep spamming our Famine whenever needed and go from there. We will want to be careful that he doesn't take too many skulls. I will have to take nearly every single skull from the board. I should also be focusing on pretty much every brown mana I can ever take. I might need to even take some purples, even though we don't use anything with purple on this team. But let's go and battle him now. We also get 2 undead kills because this technically does count for PvP. Our Honor, when we use it, should get all of its extra points, so hopefully that will occur. But right here, we'll just take the browns and see what we can do from there. Okay, Behemoth, I don't really want to get up at the moment. I want to focus down these reds if we can. I might take these lower reds and take them this way, hope for a red right there. We don't get it, but at least we have the reds staying there. He can't deny every red on the board. So we're going to be able to get our reds now, and that will feed our Famine. Ideally, we will be able to get him up all the way to full mana right here off of an extra turn. Do we have that? No, we do not. So we'll just have to take a standard skull and get him killed as soon as possible. It does look like he's about to get the write-up soon. Luckily, he does not have anything on his bone dragon, so that's not really going to be a threat. So all we really need to do now is just try getting this yellow alignment, and we should be good to go from there. Blue, no. Red, no. I guess we'll just have to take another skull again, which isn't too bad. We will get the right kill. And he just ruined the alignment on our yellows that was right there. But we do have it on green right now, which I think I am going to throw, even though that's one of Famine's colors. Otherwise, we can just go with a basic skull if we do not want to do that. And I think I will. I don't know. His bone dragon's starting to get up a bit. I almost want to do this on brown, just so his bone dragon can't get it. Purple is another pretty good color if we could actually get alignment on. So I think I'm going to wait a turn and see if I can get a purple alignment on our following turn. So we'll do that. If worse comes to worse, I'll just do it on brown. Even though we use brown on literally everything, I want his bone dragon to not have brown because there is a possibility that he can one-shot us. And no, we do not have purple alignment. We have a couple pairs that we kind of get from it. But we'll just have to do this on green then, it looks like. So we're forced into that. Hopefully we'll be able to get something off the board to get the rest of our famine up. If not, could be a little bit of a bad situation because Bone Dragon has pretty good potential of being able to get a kill on us. He does have courages, of course, so I do want to minimize as many skulls as he can possibly take. I'm going to swipe this to the right here just to make sure he can't take a purple, though he is just going to take the brown, so maybe I should keep the purple there because I don't need the purple. So if he just takes the purple, that would be fine. There's no way we can get famine up quick enough. And taking the skull seems like the only option we really have. Hopefully he will not get a kill. Otherwise, we will be one troop down. Okay, he still went for the brown. That is unfortunate. And there's no way I can feed famine enough mana quick enough for it to be able to block the next attack. We can hope for a yellow surge and hope that our behemoth just doesn't die. And that will have to be the plan. Otherwise, I would have to get a skull distract right now. Okay. Oh, come on. Oh, we didn't get skull distract. Okay. So as long as he doesn't kill this right here, we win flawlessly. Okay. Not too bad. Get 2 more strikes. Okay, it lives. Barely. Okay, I might need to switch to a different team. Gosh. Oh, gosh. That is so close. 1 more skull, and we lose our first troop of the Guild Wars. We do have famine. So the only thing that can really kill us now is Bone Dragon or any skull. So as long as neither of those 2 things happen, we are safe. I will probably never use Behemoth for the rest of this battle, simply because it's going to be way, way, way too inconsistent. So we'll just hold on that. And, ooh, I really do not want to use a famine here. It serves pretty much no purpose. But I think I am going to have to do it. We can get his HP back up, but we need to do that so many times on so many extra turns to be able to get enough, which is not that likely. Looking at all of our options here, I'm so tempted to take a red. Let's see, where will that move things? It could give him a skull here, but it looks pretty safe. So I think I'll go for it. That'll drop the skull right down there. There's a chance that he can get a skull there, but that's about the only option unless he gets like a double skull drop somewhere in that area. So I think I'll take this. It also deny quite a bit of his mana if he was to do the exact same move, because he would gain a lot of value out of taking that. So we'll take that. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Okay. No, 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 no. No, we lost our first trip. Oh, well. We can still get perfect wins. Well, there goes our first one down. The behemoth for the Wraith did not work out, so we'll have to go with plan B, which is basically plan A, because this was plan B. This team already was plan B. So we'll aim this right at the Bone Dragon and just keep spamming that out then, and we should be good to go.
Mana surge.
Okay, so we'll throw this on... gosh. Do we have to do it on green again? It looks like it. So it's really bad if I have to do this on green with this famine. It might be one of the things that keeps making me lose. Because, or at least this battle. Or, you know, we didn't lose, but, you know. Mainly because I need to be able to get famine up quickly to be able to deny it. And we can't really do that at the moment. I might just have to settle with a Gorgolfa against these kind of teams. The only problem is if that Wraith will have a 10% chance every turn to just randomly kill it. And that can be just as risky as having to deal with skull spam with this team.
Mana surge.
I do have a summoning backup team as well, and I might just have to go with that one instead, since that would be a pretty decent option as well. So we do have enough to kill him right now, and I think I will do so, and hopefully find ourselves any color, because our alchemist is not blocked right now, so we'll easily be able to get the last little bit of his mana right here. Though there is not any on the board, so we'll just take a couple yellow, probably all the way to the right. Yeah, because I don't want to give him a skull. There's still a slight chance that he can indeed kill us. Let me actually take this one, because I'll deny some of his purple. Of course, we do not want him getting any more damage on us. We do not want to lose any more troops. And another skull. It looks like we might just kill him off of skulls at this point. One more skull will be the match. And we're not frozen on blue. We don't even use blue anymore. I can double cascade this. It doesn't look like he'll get a skull. Oh, wait, never mind. I get a free turn. So we'll take that. And too bad there wasn't a skull there. We could have gotten it. But we do not have yellow frozen, so we can just simply do this and then throw the famine. And I believe that is enough damage. I didn't get to use Guard's Avatar at all. So let's go end with the Guard's Avatar. Is that enough damage? Yeah, there should be enough damage. So let's end with the Guard's Avatar. And there we go. We lost our first troop, but we still got our win. And it was only the first battle. If we would have lost, I think we would have gotten less points if we would have lost a troop on one of the later battles. So at least it was the very first battle that we ended up doing on. So not as big a deal, I don't think. I'm not completely sure if losing a troop on these different ones have any different effect. I would assume losing a troop on the higher one would be a higher reduction than losing a troop on the very first one, but unfortunately, we are not flawless, and as you can see, just from the guild thing, I don't know how many people out there are flawless. Great job. If you can go the entire week getting max points on every single day, that is absolutely amazing. So far, there's currently only 2 people doing that, as I mentioned earlier, Burlos and JZG. But yeah, congratulations to anyone in any guild that ends up doing that. That is pretty good, really good. So let's go to our next battle now, and another, oh gosh, is their whole entire team going to be using Wraith? We can see here he has a Mercy, and Mercy Wraith, that's a pretty funny, I mean not Mercy Wraith, Dust Devil Wraith, that's a pretty funny combo. His entire team is actually pretty creative right there, but let me go use this, and let's see, what will I have to do to move it down by 1? Let me see, wait, I need to think this out. Corvash needs to go there, wait, no. Yeah, that needs to be my team. What did I just do? Yeah, that's right. What I just did is right. Okay, so what I just did there is move my entire team back by 1 slot. The reason for this is he is going to use, well, for one, he's actually going to help us here, because now our Emperor Corvash gets leadership. And we wouldn't have gotten leadership earlier if it wasn't for his Dust Devil, because it wouldn't have been in first slot. The leadership only triggers at the beginning of the battle. It doesn't matter if it switches position. It will still have the stats if it was the starting troop on your team. So we're going to go with this, and the Dust Devil will then not only give us 3 to all of our stats on this one, it'll also move our team back into the position in which I want to use it in. So we'll do that. Whenever you see a Dust Devil, that's all you have to do. Just move your team back a slot. And yeah, you could even use a leadership second slot, which will, or first slot, which will technically make it second slot if that was what you were intending to use it in. So we'll throw this down. A lot safer than the previous team, as we do have a summon. I was hoping the other one would have worked, but oh well. I figured we might be able to do Behemoth against a Wraith. That skull got us a little bit too hard, though, unfortunately. But we'll see what this can do. Hopefully he'll get a pretty good quick cast off his Dust Devil. We will, on the very first turn, want to deny his yellows and purples to make sure that the Mercy does not have alignment. That will be really important, because that could just randomly give him a kill off of the Great Maul. So we do want to be careful in that regard. We can get stuns off. Not really anything effective that can be stunned, other than the Wraith. Actually, that would be pretty good if we could stun the Wraith. Though we have not got the stun onto the Wraith as of yet. There we go. So we're good to go. And actually, the whole team's pretty much stunned except Dust Devil. Come on, get the Dust Devil. Oh, we even got Famine. Famine against a double empowered. I don't know how I feel about that, because my team's currently not in the positioning I want. Obviously, Gorgolfa in last slot is absolutely horrible. But, I don't know. I guess we throw to Famine. He's going to get Dust Devil back eventually. Oh, wait. He's still stunned. So if he takes a skull, he's not really going to do anything. So yeah, I think we can get away with this. We'll throw this at the Great Maul, of course, as that is the biggest threat on his team. And he'll just take a random skull, and we'll go from there. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I might just go for a purple here. I'm not too worried about either of those two taking out of your mana, since we can just Corvash it. There goes Mercy getting uncleansed. I think that has literally no... Yeah, that has no effect at all, because all of her traits trigger at the beginning of the battle. So we'll take our purple. We actually got Cerberus up. Pretty nice. I guess I'll go for a Skull here, so we can drain the other two. Even though I'm using this in a different order, still working. We're basically soloing them just with a Corvash Famine. Yeah, both of them, any kind of mana drain in this kind of setup is pretty decent, since you will be able to make sure they can't get their really strong combos off. Do we bother throwing anything? I guess I try for the Devour now, and if not, we can just Corvash kill it. Okay, we didn't get it, so we'll just Corvash kill it. That was the move I was going to do. Luckily, neither of us really need the mana, which is why I didn't bother going for it. But there we go. We won now. It's just a matter of when we win. There isn't really anything he can do at this point. Even if he gets a lot of skulls, that won't really be able to do. That shouldn't take us down low enough. So it's pretty much smooth sailing from here. All we just have to do is, it's just a matter of when we win this battle, not if. Though if I keep giving it skulls like that, it could potentially kill our Corvash. Though it has a lot of skulls it would need to take. It'd have to be like, what, 6, 7 skulls? I think we're pretty safe. So one more Corvash will be enough to kill her. Then we just have the Dust Devil to worry about. Maybe the Dust Devil will finally make us in our correct alignment that I want to do this team in. Hopefully he'll move it correctly. So right here, go for yellow. Pretty much just getting anything up at this point would be nice. Of course, we do want the Corvash as soon as possible, but he's going to take our blue every single possible time. The only chance we'll really have is on the brown. Well, might as well go and Cerberus some. Get that up. Didn't get the skull. Wouldn't have been enough damage anyways. Oh, and I just give it that skull. Fail. Okay, did not notice that. But he will realign our team to what it needs to be. And I do get a Corvash out of this. I won't be able to drain him off it. And, oh, never mind. I lied. Oh, poor Dust Devil. He's never going to be able to get his ability off and realign my team into what the alignment should be of Gorgolfa, Corvash, Famine, Cerberus order. But yeah, all we have to do now is just Corvash him again, and that will be match. I guess we can go for Cerberus as well, since we will be able to have a 50% chance of killing him that way. Oh, he's finally gonna Dust Devil us! About time. Do we leave? I think we'll leave him the skull for fun. Let's try taking the purple and devour him. Let's see. I don't think he's gonna get a single cast off on Dust Devil. Dust Devil was so weak after they nerfed him about a year ago. He used to do damage based on his magic, but now he doesn't. And the fact that they're scouting, there's really no point in putting a Dust Devil on your defend team. Maybe earlier on in the game, because not many people will know what a Dust Devil is, but later in the game, Dust Devil is 100% pointless. It only does 5 damage to all enemies, and on top of that, they can scout you out and just see, and all they'd have to do is just move their team back by 1, like what we just did, and then all the Dust Devil will do is just move them into position. And, well, here he goes. Just as I said, he'll now move our team into the intended position of, I messed up the order somehow. Wait, what? Oh, okay, I completely repositioned them incorrectly. It's been a while since I fought a Dust Devil. I completely set that team up wrong. Yeah, there should have been Gorgolfa there, Corvash there. I was so happy to put Corvash in first slot that I messed up, yeah. Anyways, the correct order should have been then, what would that have been? Well, of course, it would have been Corvash, or Gorgolfa, Corvash, Famine, Cerberus would have been the order. But in order to do that against a Dust Devil, my order would have been Cerberus. No. Yeah, Cerberus, Gorgolfa, Corvash, Famine should have been the order. Cerberus, Gorgolfa, Corvash, Famine, and then he would have aligned it correctly. But I did not do that because I saw the first slot leadership and I was like, oh, let me put that there. But no, I did it in reverse order. I moved him up 1 instead of down 1, and then that ruined the whole alignment of the team. But anyways, that was a fail, but we'll learn for next time in case we are up against one, because they might have done that as a guild strategy. It's like, hey, put a bunch of Dust Devils, which is definitely a good lower level strategy for Guild Wars. The only problem is Dust Devil has, oh, you couldn't click on him. I wanted one more turn, but Dust Devil has way too low stats to use in Guild Wars or this late in the game in general. But there we go. Not how I wanted to win that battle, but win nonetheless. Okay, battle number 3. A bunch of dark monoliths, and Enubite, and a plague. Seems pretty straightforward. Don't foresee him really getting any annoying hits on us. Let me reorder this before I accidentally use this team. So that's the correct order, assuming no Dust Devil against your team. So we're not going to do that, though. Let's go. I'm trying to do a little bit more variety, regardless, just to make it a little bit more interesting instead of using the same team all the time. Some battles I will, or some days I might have to use like the same team every single time, simply because there just isn't going to be another option. But I do like switching it up. It does make it a little bit harder because, of course, every single one of these teams does have a different playstyle, but it does make it more interesting. Give us an extra bit of challenge on top of the already existing challenge. So we'll throw this down. We have the double Corvash, so we can easily just disable the monoliths if we need to. And we're just banking on a super guard's avatar for the kill. So let's see what this can do. Plague shouldn't really be much of an issue. Enubite Warrior is a really odd thing to have on a defend this late. For invading, it would be okay because he has the immunity to Death Mark and he has an impervious summon. So if you find that you're getting like completely wrecked by stats effects, he could be a nice backup plan. Though I have heard horror stories already that people who were using Enubite Warrior ended up getting devoured by something like a Great Maul or something. So do keep that in mind as well. It's not completely safe. The only things that are kind of completely safe are impervious, though then again, that kind of got proven wrong as well, because we ended up doing a first slot impervious, and that was our only troop we ever lost, was our Behemoth on the very first battle, under 1 trophy too. What's probably going to happen is we're going to win every single one of these without losing a single troop, and the only one we're going to lose on is the very first one. I could foresee that happening. I even saw some points within my guild that would kind of look like that, because they're only like 50 or not even points off from their most recent value. So right here we will go on red or yellow, but I think I'm going to aim at red here, and it looks like we're just going to feed his monolith. I'm not really too worried about that. As long as he isn't damaged, he's not going to be doing too excessive of a damage output to us. I do want to keep our Corvash for that purpose, and really bad board now. Even though we put manas that we needed, it just didn't really fall in a way that was helpful for us, or him, really, so I guess neither of us are gaining much benefit from it. I don't mind baiting out skulls from him. He doesn't gain any benefit from just taking a pair of skulls, so doing so wouldn't be too big a deal. Though here, I think I will just go for the red, as we do have a brown chance in a couple locations. Well, if we would have gone one more there, that would have been enough. So no more browns we can take. I guess I'll take the skull, as it does have a brown chance. It is stone skin versus stone skin, so of course any skulls that we take are pretty pointless. One issue that I can see may arise right here is I do not use any purple, and he does. So his plague may end up getting a couple casts on us right here, like right there. He did just end up hitting max mana, and I have no way of draining his mana. We also can't use our guard's avatars. I can't use my guard's avatar to silence him because he has impervious, so that is not going to work either, unfortunately. So, is that purple really our only move? I'm just looking over this board, and it appears to be, so we might give him a shuffle. Okay, good, we didn't give him a shuffle. He will plague us here, and oh, he reduced our armor on our guard's avatar. Really? We shouldn't lose this. This is a relatively easy battle. But he is trolling us quite hard here. One pretty nice thing is, of course, our guard's avatar will be able to get the silence on both the daemons here. So neither of them will really be able to do anything. And as long as they don't have any HP value missing, they'll also not really be able to do anything because their damage output is so ridiculously low. And one other benefit of getting completely trolled by the board is they do benefit the more I cast. And since I haven't been able to really cast at all, they're not really gaining any benefit. We also got some undiseased pretty quick, so that's a nice little benefit for us as well. So there we go, fully upgraded guard's avatar. I will throw that soon, though I will... Actually, I'll throw it now. Or do I throw this on blue? Actually, I'll throw it now, because there's still disease. So we'll throw that, get our nice hit off, and then we'll just double cast a guard's avatar for the win, it looks like. I'll go for the yellow here, because he's not really going to benefit at all from casting his Enubite Warrior. So we'll go for that, hope we get lucky, and as long as we can start getting some kind of loop, or even just mana in general. Okay, well, that failed. Honor is not giving us any honor. Oh, I forgot to double check. Did Honor get 10 to all stats? I say yes, he did. It was kind of obvious because of the PvP thing, but yeah, he did end up getting 10 to all stats because there's no way he would have 50 attack if he did not get his 10 to all stat bonus. So even though this technically is and isn't PvP, you do get PvP bonuses. Well, you get the PvP trophies, you get the PvP rating. So yeah, this is technically PvP. So anything that ever says PvP on the traits, like gain 10 to all skills when playing a battle in PvP, it does indeed give you the bonus. So that's pretty nice. That was something I was speculating on earlier on if it would or wouldn't, but it definitely does. So that's nice. We can take both red and green from doing this. We can take red, green, blue, and yellow. If I'm looking at that correctly, it looks like we do get all of them. Yes, we do. Oh, and a brown. Gosh, we got like one of every color except the one we don't use, which is purple. So that was a pretty decent cascade there. Haven't actually seen a triple like that before. That was really interesting. A board format right there. But all we have to do is not miss on this yellow, and then we win. And of course, we'll miss. What is my luck today? Not going that well, but at least we're armored up enough. He doesn't have any true damage other than plague and the occasional poison, which is basically nothing. So all we have to do is take our yellows, take another yellow, and we are good to go. I guess we'll take the red, a little bit safer. Plus we had the extra turn chance if 2 purples would have fallen there. Only 1 did though. And yeah, we'll discard Avatar him, and that is match. I don't believe he has anything with revive. No, he doesn't. So there we go. He has a summoner, but nothing with the chance to revive. And that, even if he did, we probably core vashed it. But there we go. Next battle has been neutralized. So still perfect win streak at least, even though we did end up losing 1 troop, sadly. So we're not 100% perfect as far as score. But we just have 2 more now. Geek13, I've seen him many times on my PvP. Another Wraith. Should we make the same mistake again and go with a Behemoth? I think I don't know. Something about Wraith Courage makes me not want to do it. I think I might just go with the safe team again. This team does seem to be the safest possible on this day. Gorgoltha, Emperor Corvash, Famine, Sybaris. The only thing that could possibly go wrong with this is if they somehow devour Sybaris. That's about the only thing that could really go bad. And as long as that doesn't happen, and of course he doesn't have it. The other thing that could happen, I guess, is Death Market as well. So we do have to watch out for that, though we can use our Sybaris and our Famine and just to disable them out quick enough. Of course, there is the chance that his Wraith can kill our Gorgoltha if we don't get a cleanse in time, but Sybaris will be able to revive. So hopefully this will end up working. We'll try this one again, see what happens. There's a lot of random things that could randomly kill out a troop. So that will reduce our points slightly, but at least we'll still likely get the win. I don't foresee him being able to win with the current team he has, though he could get lucky enough. Oh, no traits on his hero. That's odd. What's he even using? Oh, he's using the new Centaur class. Maybe he's getting the wins on it right now. He might have not gotten the wins on it earlier, and now he's doing that. But that made his Guild Wars team a little bit weaker because he might have forgot that during the Guild Wars he was using his hero. But let's see. We don't use red, unlike the previous battle that we just did. And I'm just trying to find a way that we can take something without giving him a skull. And it seems like this red is the only way. Taking it in either direction, preferably over here, since he doesn't get anything out of it. No skull chance, no nothing. And that's why I didn't take one of those other moves, because he would have gotten a skull out of it. So we'll just take that skull then and get a little poke. He is up on us on mana, so that's pretty concerning, since we do need a lot of mana. Let's see. I kind of just want to go for Gorgoltha. I'm just really scared he'll get a random Wraith on it. I think I'll leave that there, mainly because... Oh no, even if we can take an extra turn, it's going to freeze us. But it is a lot of mana, so I will leave it there. He is going to get a move. I tried for the red, we didn't get it. So he does that. He gives us a huge amount of browns. We do not get to turn for it, though, because he did indeed freeze us. But as long as it doesn't Death Mark it, we can cleanse both the freeze and the Death Mark off us, as long as it doesn't randomly die. Please don't randomly die. If it doesn't randomly die, we easily won this battle right now. Oh, never mind. There's a... that could be a little bit annoying. Okay, please, nothing randomly die. Okay, good. Nothing died yet. We're safe for now, except Corvash is still Death Marked at the moment, which could die at any time, and I have no way of removing it since I don't have Cleanse. We have Cleanse on our Gorgoltha, but we don't have a way to target Cleanse on any of our allies. So right here, I think I'm just going to go for the Wraith kill, so we don't need to worry about skulls as much. We still need to worry about skulls because he has courage, but it's nowhere near as annoying as having to deal with a famine. Speaking of famine, his famine's getting really close. I think right here I am just going to cast it out. We're wasting a lot of damage potential there, but I just want to get rid of that Wraith so we don't have to deal with the instant kill off of his death mark. So we'll go for the brown right there, get the rest of our mana that we need for both of them. Please don't die to death mark. Cleanse already. Okay, what to do? We have a lot of options. I want to go to Sybaris mana, but I don't see any anywheres. Gorgotha, I don't think would really be needed. Corvash isn't really needed either. I guess I will go Corvash just in case it does die, as there is that possibility. So at least we can get his trait stunned, as well as just a little bit more damage onto them. But he did end up cleansing it, which is really good for us. Now we don't have to deal with any death marks, since we can basically just keep his hero neutralized for the rest of this battle. So that'll work out pretty well. Gorgotha, we do not need. I'll probably just throw the Sybaris down on something. Do we take the skull? I don't think we really need to take the skull. Let's just throw down on the hero, as that death mark still has a pretty good chance of just randomly killing us at any time. So we'll do that, do a Gorgotha, get that cleared out. Okay, so we do have our Corvash ready to fire. I think I will hold it just for a little bit, just so we're not blocking our famine as much, as I do want to get our famine mana, and we'll do that right off there on the green, so we're good to go. So even if he starts getting his famine up a little bit, we won't have to worry about it. I do need to watch out for skulls. He is getting dangerously low on HP. We can, of course, get it back with a Sybaris, though, if worse comes to worse, so at least we have that backup option. I think we'll just throw a Corvash here, because regardless of what he takes, we'll have an option. We can either take the yellow or the brown, since we have a +1 on both of them, which is why I set the +1 on both of them. We'll just take a skull right there, and we have a famine to counter out his famine, so even if he gets a lot of mana right here, as long as he doesn't get an extra turn, we can neutralize that. And yeah, that looks like a match right there. Only possible thing he could ever really do is kill our Gorgotha with a cast, but our Sybaris, after we kill him, will just resummon. So this looks like a max point battle right here. It's just a matter of when we win. And of course, Famine is a master of delaying battles, so hopefully he does not get too many delays. We are up on his mana, but I do not have Famine up. So we need to get Famine or Corvash up to really be able to deny him. Stop taking manas. I'm trying to get Gorgotha up here. It's not really working out that well. I guess we can skull him as well, but he is getting dangerously close to getting a cast, which will delay us by like a minute if we can't find a skull soon, or the mana that we need. Nothing I can drop there, and yep, no mana that we can really get. I guess we'll take the purple and hope for... Oh wait, never mind. That's enough damage to kill. What am I doing? Okay, so all we have to do is take a purple and cast on. It doesn't even matter if it devours. And of course, we cast it earlier all these times, and it gets to devour when we don't even need it. Oh well, at least it's dead. So there we go. Should just use this one to begin with. We could have won the first battle, but at least we got to try a nice variety of things. And it's not like it cost us too many points. We just don't have, we just can't say we have a perfect streak now. Actually, we can't see it until then, but our value is just slightly lower. It's kind of hard to tell until we win all the battles. But 17,640 is the max that anyone could have, and there's only 2, at least in my guild. But yeah, leave in the comment section as well if you've actually gotten a perfect win at all, especially if you still have a perfect win streak. That would be amazing to see how many people actually end up winning. Like, not just a perfect win streak, but flawless, like never losing a single troop every single time of the battles would be pretty amazing. Okay, one thing I will have to do here is a slight switch up in our team. I need to edit this and move our famine back a slot. The main reason for this is, as you can see right there, actually I might do a double shift. As you can see right there, he does have, actually maybe just single shift, never mind. What am I doing? Because we'll still be able to get double disable pretty nicely. But as you can see right, plus we can use his purples. But as you can see, he has a Kraken, so I do not want our Sybaris getting devoured. Our Sybaris is our backup plan for summoning to make sure we do not lose any troops. So we're just going to roll with our Sybaris then. If we kill anything, it'll just resummon a troop in the killed off slot, and we'll just let our Famine die if worse comes to worse. We kind of need Famine, but we don't need Famine as much as we need our Sybaris, so we'll throw this down. The safe summon. It's even called that. So, is this our final battle against Craymaster? So, let's go see what happens. Everything's in the right order. We got the right banner, and let's go. The only thing that could really happen is his Kraken getting Devours, and if we can get a quick Corvash, that would be fine. If we can get a Cerberus kill on him, that would also be pretty good, as that is literally the only threat on his team. So as soon as we neutralize that, we should be good to go. So we'll go on our green right there, get some purples. Going to mainly be focusing our Gorgolfa just to get mana up on everything. Looks like we're getting some Corvash mana as a byproduct as well, which is pretty nice, as he is one of them that we do need to get up. We'll take a brown here instead of yellow, even though that is an option. Actually, it'd be good taking a yellow. If we take the yellow, we get a Skull Distract. The only problem is we don't really need mana on our Famine here. We need the mana more on our Corvash. And if we take a brown, the leakage of the extra mana will go into him. So instead of Skull Distracting, I'll just do that. So this will mean our Gorgolfa will definitely give our Corvash enough mana right here. Probably would have regardless, but I figured I'd go that way. Play it safer. And we do have our Corvash up now, so we can deny. Perfect timing. The good thing we did go for the safer method, and we can just drain it out. That will also disable both their traits, so we can take Skulls now and do full damage to his Gorgolfa, at least until he gets his ability up, which since we just drained him, will likely not be too soon. We can still Skull Distract ourselves, so hopefully he'll go for that Skull. Oh gosh, really? Already cleansed? Oh well. I wasn't intending to take any Skulls, but we'll throw down our Devour. Please, Devour. Okay, of course, whenever I need it to Devour, it never will. But we need to get that killed as soon as we possibly can. That thing needs to be neutralized, so we win the battle. As soon as that goes down, we win. So we need to get that done. So let's take our extra turn right there, get a little bit of free mana before we use our Gorgolfa. We also got a free stun out of it on the Giant Spider, which plays almost no effect, but I guess for the Link, I don't know why he's not taking purples, the AI here, but he does have a double purple Link to try to get the Kraken up. He's basically made his whole team around Speed Kraken, which isn't exactly the best of ideas, mainly because if you kill the Kraken, you just won the battle. Like, we have a guaranteed chance of winning the second we devour this Kraken. Please Devour. Maybe he knows I'll have a 0% chance of devouring when I need it. And now, since it's the very last hit that we need, if we do Cerberus again, there's a guaranteed chance I will devour, most likely. There isn't actually one, but because we don't need it, it will devour. That's how it goes. Okay, if I want to play it extremely safe, all I have to do right now is simply... oh gosh, really? I didn't, all we have to do is just simply kill the Kraken. But did you see that? I did not know that it worked in that order. If we do a Skull and stun him at the same time, it does not do the full damage, unfortunately. It does the Skull damage before it stuns him. So you saw right there, we ended up stunning off a 4-time Skull pair, but unfortunately it still had the 75% reduction. If we took a Skull now, it would still do 40 like that. But because the initial one, it did the order of Skull and then the stun, instead of stun and then the Skull. So unfortunately we didn't get Skull damage on the first Skull, else he would be, otherwise he would be dead right now. Come on, can we get a Skull? Nope. Okay, so Corvash, that's enough for a double kill. And we'll throw that down. Use the Cerberus on one of them, that'll actually matter. Can we get a Devour already? Go. There we go. Okay. Well, we didn't really need that, but at least that'll speed up the battle a little bit. And yeah, obviously we have won at this point. It's just a matter of getting the Giant Spider killed. And there we go. That's pretty sad. The only battle I lost again, or didn't lose, but I lost a troop against, was the very first one. The struggles of not having a summon. Though, this team, we haven't needed to use a summon. We haven't gotten a single ward summon. I think Gorgolfa is just too strong on the brown and yellow days, so I think all future days I'm just going to use Gorgolfa first lot with a Cerberus on the purple day and an Amnesia on the yellow day. It just seems like the safest bet for both of them. There we go on the drain. But now we know that for future weeks. It's not like it's really going to reduce our points at all. I think we lost like 50 points, if even that. So compared to like the 8,000 something we're getting, that's almost nothing. Okay, so we'll take the purple right there. Can we get the... Actually, we don't even need a Devour, but we'll Devour. Place your bets now. Please Devour. Ah, come on. We casted like 5-6 times, and we've only gotten one Devour so far off of 50%. But there we go. Max points for our final battle, where it matters the most to be able to get it. And, yep, there we go. So let's see. What did we end at as far as our points for the day? 8799. So all we lost was 41 points, I believe it was. I believe my guild's max is 8,840. So we only lost 41 points for losing a single troop in the very first battle. That's not too huge. Of course, now we can't say we have an absolute perfect. We have perfect win streak, but we don't have perfect points. Let's see, how many people did this happen to? Happened to Technite twice, a couple times. Let's see, who else only got one? There it is. Grim only lost one of the battles. Anderson only lost one of the battles. That I think is 2. Okay, so 2 other people had the same problem I had, where we just ended up losing a single troop on one of them. So yeah, there is the second day of Guild Wars. We're still actually behind VN Forever, but we still have a third of our guild that hasn't participated yet. We'll probably end around 200,000 or so. I have no clue how much of theirs that they use. As far as the total rankings right now, it looks like mainly Intrum, My Guild or Dragon's Peak and Anonymous for the most part. VN Forever looks like they're catching up a little bit as well. Still really anyone's game as far as this. And of course there are brackets for every single one of them. Tiger Claw, let's see, where would Tiger Claw be if they were actually in this top bracket? Because they will adjust. They would be in 5th right now, or 6th, sorry. They'd be in 6th right now if they were in the above bracket, most likely. So that's interesting. But yeah, that is Guild Wars so far. We might do something with our 100% EXP bonus and all that. If you guys are interested, later today at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, whatever time that may be for you, we will be streaming and kind of just helping out. Every single day this week I will be streaming, other than Sunday. But every single day this week we will be streaming today and tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday, that is, from 8 p.m. till 10 p.m. We normally don't stream on these 2 days, but the reason for this is I'm going to be doing these on my Let's Play account. I did it yesterday, and we ended up doing a flawless 5-win on our Let's Play account, and I feel like that will be a little bit more representative of what you guys may experience, as my Let's Play account, of course, does not have as good a variety of troop selection whatsoever, and it's definitely going to be a little bit more representative of what you guys will end up doing. So we're going to be doing that, answering the normal questions, everything like that. But of course, if you have any questions now, feel free to leave it in the comment section below, and we can definitely address it. Anyways, that'll wrap it up for this video. I hope you all have a wonderful Guild Wars, and I will see you all later. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.